Hi, Muchismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Yesterday was, you know what, Valentine's Day, right? I don't celebrate it, but I don't condemn people for doing so. I want to ask you, empaths, chosen ones, and everyone else who are out there who may not know you're chosen or an empath, or you may not so much believe that you are. But for the sake of this conversation, everybody's included in the conversation. So yesterday, I want you to revisit the turn of events, and I want you to really scrutinize to yourself alone, away from your significant other or that person that gifted you some candy, roses, etc. I want you to spend some time away from those individuals, which you already probably are away from them, and have some space to think about this, hopefully. I want you to ask yourself, what, if anything, that person did leading up to Valentine's Day in a way where they used Valentine's Day to compensate, make amends, to make up, ask for forgiveness indirectly, not verbally, in some cases verbally. Ask yourself what events happened prior to Valentine's Day. And secondly, I want you to find an opportunity. Don't wait until next week. Do it today, no later than tomorrow, being that it's the weekend. And if you have some downtime or a few minutes, I want you to sit down with that individual, unbeknownst to them. Don't schedule it if you can help it. If you must tell them and divulge anything, just say, if you have 15 minutes, I'd like to discuss something with you when you get an opportunity. And if they inquire what it is, and just say, we'll discuss it in detail when we have a few minutes. Now, if they get antsy about this 15-minute conversation you want to have, and they're just prying and want to know what it is prior to you actually having that 15 minutes to tell them, this is not so much a sign that they don't want to have this conversation. It could mean that they're just nosy as hell and they're very curious. Okay, if they persist and persist and persist to no end, this probably is a red flag that they don't want to deal with this situation. They not only hate surprises, they don't want the element of surprise. And this is mainly what a narcissist hates. They like to know what's going to happen before it's going to happen, which is how they, when they meet you and they come into your life, they get all this intel. So they can pretty much predict, or in any given situation, know 9 times out of 10 what you will or won't do in any given situation. They know your schedule, your going and comings. They know what you eat. They know your family, your friends, loved ones, etc. So they know a lot of things about you. And so have this conversation, sit down with them, and I want you to just politely say, I want to ask you, I'm just verbatimly going to wing it, and you can formulate this conversation pretty much in this fashion. I just want to discuss with you yesterday, Valentine's Day. We had a great time. And I appreciate everything you did, but nonetheless, I do want to discuss the issues or issue that we had prior to yesterday being Valentine's Day. And I want to just really know how you feel about all the offenses and the things we've gone through. What's your position? How do you feel about everything that transpired between us that was not so good? I want to hear it from you, and I just want to know what you want to say about that. And if they get bent out of shape or get defensive and say, you know what, while we're bringing up all that kind of stuff now, we had such a good time yesterday, while you're talking about that right now, and you politely say, because I simply want to know. I don't want to just sit around and think about it. It's been on my mind, and I just want you to, I want to give you a benefit of the, I want to give you an opportunity to express your position on it. And I don't want to assume, and I don't want to just believe everything is okay until I hear you say what you have to say. And I don't want you to go into detail, because you don't want to give them things to and ideas to come up with, because this is what will happen too in a conversation. Keep it very short. So I digress with that one. Just keep it short and sweet and set, because I just simply want to know for my own, satisfaction. And because you are talking with few words, they are trying to pry and pick, and they want to be able to get a barometer of what is going on, what's your business, what's your motive, your intentions, because they're always trying to figure you out, because they think you're up to no good when they in fact are up to no good. And like I said, I don't celebrate any holidays pretty much anymore. And I don't have a problem with people who celebrate holidays. If you had a beautiful Valentine's Day yesterday and someone gifted you and they just took you out on a nice dinner date, and they are that guy and they are that girl, God bless you. And I know that that's a beautiful thing. And I don't believe that was just a day that they chose just to do something nice for you. I want to believe a lot of you all have that partner or that significant other or that friend that just does that for you. Probably not every year, like some kind of tradition or robot or whatever. They just probably thought it nice to do that for you. And I appreciate those type of people in the world. But we have to weed out those people that are have bad intentions, in which there are a lot of them. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that, because yesterday, much like a lot of other holidays, the narcissists, they, I won't say they relish it, but they get these bright ideas leading up to these holidays, sometimes at the very last minute. They'll mimic what they see somebody else do. They'll be in the grocery store, they'll see somebody else grab a bouquet of roses, or most often at the grocery stores, because they won't go to, well, a lot of times they will go to a flower shop, but they will see someone visually do something and they will copy it, because they probably tried all kind of devices to try to win you back. And so on these days like this, they know that your heartstrings are open for forgiveness. You're ready to bury the hatchet, and you're very susceptible to forgiveness, because empaths, we have a strong forgiveness. But a lot of things that the narcissists don't know about us, because we forgive, we always take note of that thing, and we keep receipts, because we don't just forget things, especially if a person has a repetitive cycle of doing it. We're not a doormat for sure. So revisit that, guys. And I want you guys to be well. Happy Saturday. That being said, bless.